An individual has just forced entry into a train in motion and is now trying to seize control of it using a lethal weapon.
Drop it! Drop the hammer!
Don't kill Jesus.
However, you might be surprised to learn that audacious hijacking attempts like this one are not as uncommon as you might believe. It's reminiscent of an incident when a menacing and fearsome individual attempted to commandeer a commercial aircraft with malevolent intentions.
Police car, come on now!
I will cut you. I'm a suicide bomber.
But just how did this man manage to board the jet? And what exactly was his plan? To understand that, we need to rewind the clock by just 30 minutes to a seemingly simple shoplifting case in La Crosse, Wisconsin. At around 2:40 p.m., a man, quickly identified as Cody Anderson, made his way to a gas station for a pack of cigarettes. Initially, nothing seemed amiss. However, when he was unable to produce an ID, the clerk informed him that he couldn't sell him the cigarettes. That's when Anderson started to become agitated and began pleading with the clerk to let it slide.
He goes, I don't have my ID. I'm like, I'm sorry, I cannot sell them to you. And he's like, I'll do anything. What do you want? How much is it going to cost? What do you want? I said, I can't sell them to you. He like grabbed them from my hands and took off running out the door. And so I said, I'm calling the cops. Well, then Tony said he did drop a $100 bill out there.
Do you have any video of the guy?
Yeah.
The initial plan was to identify the man from the security footage, bring him back to pay for the cigarettes, and add a shoplifting charge for the inconvenience. However, in retrospect, there were several clues that hinted at what Cody was planning. As previously mentioned, he was extremely agitated and nervous, almost as if he was desperate for something to soothe his nerves. He even left $100 behind as he fled, suggesting that this wasn't a matter of money. All of this implies that when the police received the next call, they might have had a good idea of who was waiting for them in the cockpit.
Go ahead. Would you be able to clear to assist City at Colgan Air? They have a person driving in a car on the strip, possibly intoxicated. 10-4.
According to the local airport staff, a man had just smashed through the locked gates onto the runway at high speed. He then proceeded to drive in circles around the airport, performing donuts and using the runway as a drag strip. The staff assumed he was intoxicated, which made his subsequent actions even more terrifying. He parked his car next to a small jet, got out, and brandished a knife at the crew, demanding they let him on board. Given the severity of this incident, a call was dispatched to every nearby officer. They arrived armed with an arsenal of tactical gear and weapons, ready to handle the hijacking safely.
I don't know what just happened. He just got on top of the jet. He closed the door. He did brandish a knife at me.
He got on the jet?
He got on the jet.
I know, before I copied that, he also did display a knife. And I believe he's going to be my theft suspect from Quick Trip Magic Vehicle.
Upon correctly identifying the suspect as Cody, it became instantly clear just how unpredictable this man could be. An airport employee also noted that they only had one opportunity to get this situation under control, as the external switch to open the door only works once. The problem now is that the engines are active and they're on a timer before Cody gets the plane moving. This leaves the police with a monumental decision to make.
Somebody else on the plane?
No, but he has access and he has it powered up.
Can you shut it off from here?
No.
Did he bust through?
Yeah, go right through it. He actually just sold the 2 cartons. He's up in the window.
Come out!
He's putting it on. Hey,
Open the door.
Open the door.
Open the door. Come out, bro, come out! Grab it now!
Get out now!
I'm gonna beanbag him.
Get out now!
Open it again. I'm gonna beanbag him. Come out.
I don't have another cartridge.
Come out now! Show me your hands!
Get another taser cartridge?
Show me your hands now!
I've been practicing.
Come here!
Show me your birthmark.
Cross, please, show me your hands
Show me
now!
your birthmark.
I'll take lethal cover.
Let's move this way. Move this way so we don't cross.
You got lethal?
Police department, come out now!
I'm gonna sneak up and don't see it.
Doors open. I'm gonna back up, Josh. Nobody else is on the plane. Just follow the plane.
The police managed to spray pepper spray into the plane's cockpit and hit Cody with a beanbag round, none of which seemed to have any effect on him. Cody also began to shout nonsensical statements at the police, further indicating that he was either intoxicated or experiencing some sort of mental health crisis. However, the police quickly shifted their focus to deciphering Cody's actual intentions in this situation, especially as he began to utter some extremely alarming statements.
Let's just wait it.
Police car, come on now!
I will cut you. I'm a suicide bomber.
You're under arrest, come out!
Allah Akbar.
There's no vehicle button.
I know, for he's saying Allah Akbar and that he's a suicide bomber.
I prayed for my entire life.
All right, come down there and we'll talk, okay?
I'm gonna cut my wrist.
Put your step on the car and we'll talk, okay? What's your name, bud?
Bag him again. Did he drop the knife? No, he's still in his hand,
Drop the knife!
Cody, just come out, man.
Make a deal. I'll give you this car's plans.
Sir, come on, you won't be hurt.
Just come out, we don't want to hurt you.
In a situation like this, establishing trust with the suspect is crucial if they aim to apprehend him without escalating the situation. That's why it might be seen as a misstep that they're actively firing at him while simultaneously asserting they don't want to harm him. By doing this, they essentially guarantee that they'll have to adopt a more aggressive strategy, hence the arrival of an armored vehicle and a SWAT team.
Come on, sir. Just drop it.
Come on out, let's see your hands.
Come on, bud. Just your hands.
Drop it.
Hands.
Drop it. Watch your hands now.
Cody.
You gonna chase him?
Stop.
Cody, come here, slow us down here. Slow it down. Can you talk to me? What kind of explosives do you have?
Cody then asserted that he had a set of C4 explosives, which he claimed to have obtained from the government. He threatened to detonate the plane, adding to the escalating tension. He also claimed to possess a dead man's switch and 2 handguns.
Why you're not moving, man?
Because I got shot in the leg.
Okay.
Twice.
Well, we'll get you some help for that, but we gotta have you move if we move. Okay. Come to the
Back
top.
up and I'll give you the bomb.
Okay. Come to the top of the stairs.
No, 30 feet to the side or we all die.
The only thing I'm worried about is as soon as he came in, he turned all the batteries on. So, like, I think if he wants to, he might know enough to, I don't know if he's like a vet or something, but if he knows how to fly.
At this juncture, the police are acutely reminded of the very real and frightening threat that still looms. If Cody has even the faintest knowledge of how to pilot this plane, the situation could take a drastically different turn. Fortunately, the airport staff realized they had the ability to disconnect the battery at the rear of the aircraft. Now, all the police had to do was safely extract him.
Keep your hands visible for me, okay, Cody? We don't want to hurt you, okay? Stand up for me.
Fight.
I'm not taking it out. Bring it. We gotta stabilize. All right, good. We got a spot. Come over.
There's my stolen cigarettes.
Yeah.
Found my stolen cigarettes. He's my suspect in my cigarette theft case,
No,
too.
I agree. There you go.
It's not unusual to see a suspect escalate a minor misdemeanor into a more serious felony charge. However, Cody did this in one of the most dramatic ways we've ever witnessed. Starting from a minor shoplifting charge, Cody managed to accrue felony charges of attempted carjacking with a weapon, attempted armed robbery, making terrorist threats, bomb scares, and failure to comply. Meanwhile, police in Columbus, Ohio were faced with an equally terrifying call. The difference was that they knew their suspect was violent and armed. It was in early June when the police received a call about a man attacking a train and its crew. Apparently, it all began when the man forced the train to stop by lying on the tracks, and the situation quickly escalated from there.
The person has then started throwing rocks, busted the windows out of the engine, and has now climbed on top and is sitting on top of the engine.
Drop it now. Drop it. Drop the hammer now. Drop it. Drop all of it. Everything on you now. Drop it all. Drop all of it. No. Drop it down.
What you gonna do? You think you gonna kill me? I'm Jesus. Don't kill Jesus.
Drop it down, sir.
You believe? Pray in front of me now, and I hand it to you.
No. Drop it down.
You, what is you? A Ku Klux Klan?
We have MCR.
It took the police officer just 20 seconds of listening to this individual to radio in for the Mobile Crisis Response Unit, MCR. This is a specialized division of the police department trained to handle complex calls related to mental health or substance use. It's clear why their expertise was needed here. This individual showed no fear. He didn't just hijack the train, he also stood directly in its path, forcing it to halt, seemingly with no regard for his own safety or that of the drivers he assaulted.
Hey, get a taser out. Come down, sir. Come down. Calm down. Calm down. I'm not playing with games with you, buddy. Right now you are.
Are you gonna shoot me with my hands behind
Put the flares down.
I'm gonna cover up.
Put the flares down. And put your hands out.
I don't gotta do nothing. You say you're not doing nothing. Just kill me now. While I'm not doing nothing.
Why are you up there? What's going on?
You know what this is. You know what's up.
Yeah, it's train.
No, read it. It says 12 torpedoes.
Why are there 12 torpedoes?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna hand them.
Don't go in there, sir.
Having quickly decided that he's finished with talking, the man chooses to jump down from the front of the train and proceeds to head inside.
Train hijacker.
Hey, come out again, bud.
I don't know what he has, dude. Yeah, but if he's lighting them, open it up.
The officer's apprehension to follow the man inside is justified, given that they know he had a hammer which he has since discarded and was merely holding 2 signal flares that could easily be ignited and used to burn or blind the officers. What's most concerning, however, is that they know he's already been in the train's cab and could have hidden a more dangerous weapon. Despite these risks, the officer decides to proceed inside.
Here, do you want to go in? Get out of here. Get up in the back. It's where? How can I get down there?
The man managed to jam a door shut using a metal rod, leaving the officer to grapple with it for a moment. In the meantime, a second team of officers arrived on the scene to assist in locating and capturing the suspect.
He's still right here.
Yeah, go in the cab.
It's probably just this flare that he has.
Can you see in at all?
Yeah, we can open it a little bit.
Let me get over here. All right. Let me see your. It's a flare. Hey, what's up, man? Let me see your hands.
Give me your gun.
Okay, let's go.
Don't here.
Get the out.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Please. Don't kill me. Please, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Please. Don't search. I'm lying. This is a publicity stunt. All the world will listen. Muslims, we're not evil. Christians, we both right. We believe in Jesus. Why do we despise him?
Surprisingly, apprehending and arresting the man proved to be easier than actually removing him from the train. With a host of concerns that he might push an officer off the train or find a way to escape, the situation turned out to be a much larger ordeal than they had anticipated.
We're gonna have to pass him down. We're gonna have to hand him down.
Yeah.
Cuff my leg. Just don't kill me.
Walk around this way.
Fighting today. Put your finger.
You gotta do that, or you want to
Who
take
do you
it here?
want to be the president? Trump or who? Let's pick. Who's the sheriff of Columbus Police? We're gonna pick. Or else ICE is gonna blow the. Wait.
Eventually, they managed to bring him down and take him back to the station where he faced more than just a ticket. Unfortunately, his exact charges aren't public knowledge, and it's unclear whether this was a drug-related incident or a mental health crisis. However, it's assumed that the man was not in his right mind, and hopefully he received the help he clearly needed. Now, you might find it hard to believe, but there's actually something you can hijack that's even scarier than both a plane and a freight train, a school bus. This man stole a school bus. The bus was hijacked in Cincinnati, Ohio, but we joined the chase 40 minutes later over state lines in Indiana. At this point, more than 10 police cars were involved in the chase along the highway, so the hijacker decided to take things off-road. This maneuver succeeded in evading some of the less off-road capable vehicles. However, there were still 5 robust four-wheel drive cars in pursuit, and they had no intention of backing down, particularly since they had no idea who else might be on board. While it may have seemed like a pointless and dangerous move, it was actually evidence that this individual knew what he was doing. Ahead, 2 cruisers were positioned on the side road, and the driver knew that could only mean one thing. They had laid down a stop stick, a set of spikes designed to puncture the tires of the fleeing vehicle and prevent it from driving. However, the driver had to be aware that if he was ever outrunning the police, they had a variety of other tricks to stop him. So, he knew he had to raise the stakes if he wanted any chance of escaping.
Clear in the cemetery. You advised he went through a fence and now back eastbound.
Wires through some electrical fencing here.
There are electrical fencing. No matter.
He just did beaver sale. I'm out to do.
Progressing beyond merely destroying crops, he has now crashed through several fences and a hedge. He narrowly avoided demolishing half a cemetery as well. Despite these maneuvers, the police remain hot on his trail.
totaled $1,600.
This maneuver actually succeeded in eluding many of the police officers. Fortunately, a police helicopter that had just been dispatched was able to keep the bus in sight. A few minutes later, ground units managed to intercept him back on the highway.
Device northbound on State Road 9, the bus is coming towards.
We have Shelby County has stop six at the end of 10392. At the end of 10392, we have stop six at the end of the driveway.
Right back on, they got sticks on the road. Sticks on the road.
In truth, there are now dozens of cars in pursuit. This allows them to strategically disperse and attempt to intercept the bus from various directions. However, as it turns out, that's not how they would ultimately apprehend the driver. An hour of off-road havoc had wreaked havoc on the bus, and by the end, it was literally falling apart. However, it was a stop stick that proved to be the final straw for the driver, causing him to finally come to a halt in a field. The driver was identified as 32-year-old Chad Murdoch, a man who had caused thousands of dollars in property damage, not only to countless farmers, but also in the form of several police cars that he'd rammed into over the course of the chase. However, the police were able to put all of this aside when they finally confirmed that Murdoch was the only passenger on the school bus. Murdoch was charged with criminal recklessness with a vehicle, possession of stolen property, resisting law enforcement, and criminal mischief. As of February 2024, he is currently awaiting his sentence.